Hi everybody, this is my soap recap for YNR. I got two more coming. I'm going to do a recap for Bold and a recap for Days. The Days episode, January 4th. So, but YNR. Okay, so, the alcoholism on the wagon story with Nikki has been for a week now. And we find out that Seth, her sponsor, um, may not be the best choice for a sponsor because he's drinking himself now. So maybe not a good role model. So now Jack, Jack Abbott, has agreed to help her in times of need. So, uh, yeah, that's good. And then, okay, there was a storyline today with Claire. Okay, there was a storyline with Claire and Victoria, and then Victor and Cole. And okay, so imagine, like I always say, imagine a split screen. Okay, Victoria and Claire over here, and Victor and Cole over here. While she's talking to her daughter about, we're here for you no matter what you need. We're not trying to put any pressure on you, but we're here for you. Okay. And then on the other side, Victor is talking like, I don't know. Okay, have any of you guys, or women, I'm saying women this time. Okay, any women in the audience ever been close to being engaged? And you know how your father, sits the guy down and says, okay, so what are your intentions with my daughter? That kind of talk. Okay, so he has that kind of language, only he says, what are your intentions with Claire? Mm-hmm. Yep. And Cole says, well, I'm going to be there or not be there as much as Claire wants me to be, and I'll help her out wherever I can. And I intend to stay in Genoa City for a little bit as long as I'm needed. So that was interesting. And I was kind of like, I was expecting with that tone and the language, I was expecting for Victor to say, what are your intentions with my daughter? Like as far as marriage, like I was saying before. So when he said Claire, I was taken aback for a minute. What? Okay. Um, okay. So there's story number two. Okay. Story number three, although it's kind of an intermittent story, I'd say, uh, because you know the main storyline is how everybody in the Abbott family wants Tucker McCall out of town, and Jack put his foot down today, and Jack and Ashley had one of the best scenes they've had in a while because it's brothers and sisters, and you know how anybody who has any siblings out there, you know how you fight with your siblings even when you're grown, um, because they want the best for you, but their tactics might not be the best way to go about it. And so you end up yelling because you feel like you have some points and you feel like you're not being heard, and they feel like they're not being listened to because you're avoiding their help or whatever, you know. So they had kind of one of those scenes today. So it's always good to see because not that I like a contentious relationship, but when they have those scenes, I really believe they're brother and sister. So, yeah, that's why I like it so much. Okay. And then let's see what else is going on today. Well, no, well, I mean, this was from the other day, but I told you about how okay, Kyle wants to be co CEO or whatever of Jabot, right? But every time he said that, Jack has said, no, you're not ready. So Kyle acted like he gave up his what he wants. But see, okay, here's what I'm thinking. The reason why I'm mentioning it again is because I don't know Kyle's temperament. I know Kyle's character in the beginning was a good guy because he was with Summer, and Summer was like the good girl, whatever. And so he had to be a good guy to be with her, right? Well, over time, and especially over the last year and the last month, has been a bad boy because of everything that's gone on before. So what I'm saying is, I think that his true colors are going to show, and his true colors are he wants that position, and no matter what he says, I don't think he's going to be truly happy with whatever position he's in, and it's going to blow. He's like what you call it, a tinderbox or something that's ready to go off. I can see it. Okay, one thing goes wrong, one thing he perceives the wrong way, he's gonna blow. And all this stuff and all this misheard stuff and all this anger that he has and all the resentment is gonna come out like lava. And I really want him to I want him to either go one way or the other way. Either be a good guy and like kind of reform yourself after the Audra thing and everything else, or be a total bad boy and own it 100%. So, yeah. Um, okay. And then, let's see, what else is going on? Well, just, I guess I'm cleaning up for the week. Um, okay. I said before that a woman who fights for another woman's man, boyfriend, husband, whatever the case is not good. I mean, and I try to remind myself that this is a small town and it's soap opera, but I still believe that there are plenty of men in the area where Phyllis doesn't have to be fighting with Cricket Christine over Danny. Okay, and I would be opposed to it no matter what. But also the added layer is the fact that it's so blatant. Her attempts to get his attention are so blatant that it's unbecoming. So I don't know. I want them to fix it. I want them to either this is like choose side day. I want Kyle to be good or bad, and I want them to choose the couple that they're gonna back. Either be Danny and Cricket or Danny and Phyllis. Either one, I don't care. Just pick one. Because it's back and forth and acting like you're teenagers is not. It's just like, because while Phyllis is doing everything she's doing, Christine, okay, here's the problem I have with this thing. Because Christine's supposed to be a lawyer, a DA, whatever. Okay, supposed to be high powered position, right? And yet a man makes her insecure. So, really? And you think that's attractive to a man? You think you being all, what are you doing? Why are you talking to her? What are you talking about? That's attractive? No. I can tell you, personal experience, it's not attractive. I've done that. Been there, done that. Got a t-shirt. Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.